Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Stephanie's Stamp Pad where we get together and make a card. Today's card is such an adorable little step-up card. It says a dash of this, a dash of that, ... Isn't that beautiful? And it's so easy to make. As soon as I show you all the steps, you'll be able to create it too. Now the first thing we're going to do is we are going to use our You Are So Kind step-up card, which is 660718 by Sizzix and Stephanie Bernard. We're also going to use the Love Story Collection pattern paper. We're also going to use the stamp set Sayings for Shakers and also a cute little red bow from one of our collections. And we'll probably use some licorice ink and some cloud ink and of course Sizzix adhesive. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to die cut our base. That's always the first start that I always do for any card. That way I have my foundation and I can start building my card. Now I'm going to get out quite a few pieces in this kit, but I'm going to focus on the largest one and I'm going to die cut that. So I'm going to get my cardstock and I'm using the Midnight cardstock, which is gorgeous. We're going to lay that down and we're going to put it a little bit at an angle so we get a nice clean cut, and we're going to run that through. So simple. Now the die is going to cut and score for me, so I'm going to have exactly my card base. So I have that ready to go. It's all scored and we'll fold that together in just a minute. Now I also want to die cut my panel piece. So I'm going to grab this and I'm going to use the layering piece, this one. And I'm going to have some more die cutting to do, so I'm going to put that off to the side, kind of like put that in an angle, because that'll be fun to have those hearts go a little bit more at an angle. And then I'm also going to want to die cut the red pieces. Here's my salt and pepper dies. So we're going to peel this out and we are going to use, let's just tear this baby open. We are going to focus on this fun one right here. This is like the outline die. And then we're also going to use the white shadow, the S and the P, and then the top shiny part. So we're going to get this piece out. And we're also going to get the shadow out because I bet you we can die cut all of these at the same time. So we're going to, let's add some adhesive, because can you imagine trying to add adhesive to the back of these thin dies? Look at how thin those are. Oh my goodness gracious, that would be really hard to do, right? So we are going to add some Sizzix adhesive to the back of this. That way we don't have to worry about trying to add adhesive to that. I'm going to peel that off and I'm going to lay that down. So now I know this all has nice adhesive on the back. And then let's see, let's move this over. I'm using my extended platform, so that helps tons. Lay this down. So we're going to do one of those. And we need two of these in white. So let's cheat and do this. Look at this. We can cut two of those at one time, which is fantastic. Okay, we are ready to go. Let's run this baby through. So we're going to lay that down and run all of these pieces through. Here we go. Oops, and that's going to move a little. There we go. And we're going to need two of that salt shaker in red. That's actually, I think, cranberry. So we're going to do that again. So there's one. Look how fantastic that looks. Woo, that's thin. So we definitely want to use that Sizzix adhesive on those. And I had tape on the back, so mine's sticking a little. So now I have my white backgrounds and I have my layering piece there ready to go. Let's do another one of these. Now I also notice that I'm going to need some of the blue pieces. So let's get our blue, I think it's Ocean, and I think I added adhesive to the back of one of these. There we go. So we're going to grab that, and then we are going to grab the little hearts that came in here. So let's find the little hearts, and it also comes with a matching rectangle. So now I just got to find my matching rectangle. There it is. So we're going to lay that down, and we're going to cut out two of these as well. So we're going to drop that down and drop that down. Lay that down. Is there anything else we need to die cut? Oh, the mirror pieces and the SP. So let's lay that down. Let's lay our mirror down. Again, Sizzix adhesive on the back. Keep that in mind. It saves you time like crazy, right? So let's add that down. Let's add our S. There we go. And our P. There we go. And we are ready to run those through. Let's get that off. Okay, that's extra. Lay that down and run all these pieces. Now we do need 2 of the blue and 2 of the mirror pieces. So we're gonna run all of those through. Now the crunching is normal. There's just a lot of blade involved, so that machine is working really hard for us. We're gonna peel that up and look at that beautiful piece. I have all those little extra pieces coming out. And we're gonna move that off to the side, move that off to the side. We have 1 of these done. And we're gonna need a paper piercer to poke that baby out, just like that. And we need 2 of these, so we're gonna do another one of those. Oh, where's my S? Here's my S, here's my P. Move those off to the side so we don't lose those. Now I have 1 blue here, and we're gonna do 1 more, so we'll just move that over right there and poke this out. Look how fun that heart border is, isn't that fun? And let's get those out, and let's do this again. Drop that in there. So now we're just doing 1 more blue and 1 more mirrored image one, or not mirrored image, shiny, metal looking, metal looking. So we're gonna run those through and let's see what we have here. Let's move that off to the side, get that out. And get that out. Now we're gonna kind of paper piece this whole baby together. Let's move all that off to the side. Make sure we have plenty of room. Okay, let's start putting our card together. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to add our 1 layer of hearts. And where did that panel piece go? There it is. Gotta find it. That's half the trouble. Now we always wanna do our adhesive onto the table, using the table. We don't want to do it on top of our secret weapon just in case, because we don't want adhesive to ever get on our secret weapon. So we're going to lay that down right there. Then we are going to, I've already die cut a purple ginger snap. We're just going to use the square that comes in the kit and add that paper, that brown ginger snap. Lay that down as well, right there. Then we're going to decorate our salt and pepper shakers, but I noticed we need something else. We need to stamp and die cut our salt and pepper. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's find our salt and pepper shaker. Oh my goodness gracious, this is just totally random. Stephanie doesn't even have that here. So let's pretend we stamped and die cut, and I already have a sample here. So here it's stamped and die cut. I'd fire myself if I could. And I'm the one that's supposed to prep these. So here we have our stamp and our, such a dork, our black and our, I think this is cloud, yes, cloud, salt and pepper. Oh my word. I'm serious, I would fire myself if I could. And I'm going to line that up right there for our salt. Line that up there for our pepper. Ken's gonna watch this video and go, Stephanie, really? That's what he's gonna say. No, he won't say anything. He'll just shake his head. Okay, now I'm gonna add this. Now it does have the Sizzix adhesive on it, but look how thin that is. So you're really gonna wanna press it down hard. I'm telling you, I thought it had the Sizzix adhesive. Maybe I grabbed the one that didn't have the Sizzix adhesive. Where'd they all go? Oh my word. I am off my game today. There is one. Okay, this one definitely has the Sizzix adhesive. Now, where'd the other one go? It's hiding from me. This one definitely has the Sizzix adhesive. Okay, so we're gonna lay that one down. I think I'm losing one, or I think I've lost my mind. Maybe that explains, there, wait, is this it? Nope, that one doesn't have adhesive on it either. What the heck is going on here? Okay, so I know I cut 2. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna press that one down, but you know what? This will help because we did cut 2 of these, I know for sure. So we're gonna add these, oh my word. We're gonna add these to the top, just like that. So that'll hold that down for me, so that'll help. And we're gonna add this one to this one. See, it helps so much. People don't, until you've actually used the Sizzix adhesive, you don't know how fantastic it is because it's a game changer. It really is. And then we're gonna add our S and our P, and I moved mine over here because mine have adhesive on the back. So we're grabbing the P. Now make sure you put it on the right one. That would be funny if you didn't, huh? So pepper is darker. Salt is lighter. Knowing me, I'd put them on the wrong one. Although that would be kind of funny to see if the person notices that you give it to. See if they're really paying attention. So we're gonna peel off that, add that right there. So we have our salt and our pepper. And then what we're gonna do is just for kicks, oh, I've already stamped, where did my dash go? I've already stamped a dash of this, a dash of that, and we can add blue to go behind it. And if I had my trimmer handy, I would use that, but I'm just gonna hand cut this. Can you believe this? Watch this. Because I want it to be a little, I'm gonna do it on purpose, a little off. Because see, you can see how I did this a little unstraight. I want it to just be a little different because I'm also going to, and I'll show you this in just a minute. So I'm not focusing on making this perfectly straight because I'm also going to get my pen and do some pen work. And when you do pen work, it's just fun just to kind of go like this and just like maybe add a little twirl and go like that. Add a little twirl just for something fun. And then, so that makes it so you don't have to have this perfectly straight. Look at that, isn't that cute? Something fun. And then, ooh, let's do that to our brown as well. And we're just gonna do dots here, dot, dot, dot. It just adds another element. You could also ink the edges if you wanted to. We could have easily inked the edges using our blender tool. Add these, dot, 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 dots. And you don't have to be perfect on these, don't worry. Then we also need to add our blue hearts that we cut out. So let's add that. Notice how we have hearts here and hearts on the paper, which is really fun. So we're gonna add those hearts and give it a little flick. That usually gets all the extra pieces out. And we're gonna add those to the borders right, or the little layers right here. And we're gonna fold this together in just a minute. And let's get our other blue one right here. And then we also need to add our red bow too. So we're gonna add this, give it a little flick. And now if you vacuum at your house, do not flick it, or at least flick it into the trash can. And let's add our little, a dash of this, a dash of that. Oh, and I broke one of my rules. I did it on my thing. Never, never do that. And let's add that right here. And let's fold it. So we're going to fold on the center fold. Ignore the steps. All of the step cards are folded the exact same way. They all look different, but they're folded the same way. Focus on the center score line first. Ignore the steps. Just completely ignore the steps. See how those are all messed up? Ignore, ignore, ignore. Now that I have my main score line folded, now I'm going to go to my steps and I'm going to mountain and valley, fold those, and mountain, valley, fold that one. Give that a nice press because it needs to be adhered. Again, we're going to mountain. It's all scored for me, valley, mountain, and give it a nice press. There we go. Now, I might, oh, I do have foam squares, yay. So let's add some foam squares to these, and these might be, those foam squares aren't gonna work. Let's, oh, here's my new ones. Are these my new ones? I think these are my new ones. I had some that were like 10 years old that I just found, and yeah, those aren't so great. Okay, so let's add our little foam squares here. Literally, they were 10 years old. It was funny. Okay, so I found these, and they probably still work. It's just hard to get the backings off of them. Found these, and got that. So we're gonna do P first, P for pepper, and we're gonna do S for salt, or S for Stephanie, or S for stamping, or S for silly, or S for sweet, or sparkly, or smart. Not. That was funny. Okay, so now we're adding our our S there, and we're gonna add our little red bow. Where is my little red bow? There it is. I almost lost my little red bow. And we need a zot for that. And gosh, I tell you, if I could fire myself, I would. This is just craziness, craziness. So let's add this. Craziness, I tell you. Okay, so normally you would add, you'd use liquid glue for this, or a zot would work really well. One of those sticky guys. This will work. We're gonna lay that down right there. right there. And look at how cute that turned out. A dash of this, a dash of that. Isn't that fantastic? Now stay tuned. Every Wednesday we release a new Stephanie Stamp Pad video where we sit down and make, or stand up, and make a card and have some fun. Thanks so much, and I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.